Your name?
James Robert.
All right, so you're charged with a violation of probation. They think you failed to provide proof of your animal license by May the 4th of 25. That is the charge. If you plead guilty or if you're found guilty, your 771 status could be revoked, conviction entered, you'd be subject to a 90-day jail.
Right away, the judge makes the stakes crystal clear. Probation could be revoked. And jail time is on the table all over an unlicensed dog. Harsh, maybe, but in court, even small technical violations can lead to big consequences.
Understand that? You just sign, read, and understand the advice of rights. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? Yes. You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you cannot afford one, or even if you can't afford one, I'll give you one. You want a lawyer?
I have.
Where's he at?
Well, I thought today, because all the information that I had given you, that she said she's kind of bringing in and talk to her.
There's no talk of anything over.
Well, I mean, that's what Emily said. You know, she said all the time.
The only reason this lingered, just so you know, this long is because I had no knowledge that you didn't have that dog license.
Well, I tried to.
Listen.
I've got all the tests. I've got the State Department here. I've got the doctors here. I tried to have it.
Now comes the emotional twist. The defendant insists the dog could die from the vaccine. Suddenly, this case isn't about a license, it's about survival. But the real question is, will the court let emotion override the law?
Listen, twice. Listen, I know what she said, that you would take a look at all the evidence.
I'm not about to overrule their ordinances.
It's 106 years.
Hang on. I don't give it. I could care less.
The State Department.
Hang on.
Asking
if the State Department wants to enter an appearance and Pam Bondier and whoever else wants to come in, they can come in here and represent you if that's what they're choosing to do. I don't care if it's the State Department, the Department of Justice. I ordered you to have this dog licensed. It came to my attention 2 weeks ago that you didn't.
That's right.
Hang on. It's very simple, Mr. Adams. I can't believe we're still going through this.
If you test, he's going to die. You're going to kill my dog.
I'm not going to kill you.
If he gets that vaccine, he will die. He almost died before.
So,
should I just put a bullet, go home and put a bullet in his head? I mean, I can do that. Just get it over with. That's the ruling. Then I'll just go home and put a bullet in his head. That way he doesn't have to suffer. You ought to see what he went through. It was horror.
Yes.
And now you want to kill my dog? And who's going to get...
Wait, did he really say put a bullet in his head? That took a dark turn fast. Is it raw desperation or calculated drama? Either way, the tension in the room just skyrocketed.
You can't have it. I'll do it.
Your dogs. You've been running around. I took the top 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1/2 of 1/99th of 1/2%. People who've had dogs running around is between you and your wife. Don't say a word. I am not a legislature. I am a judge. I'm not arrogant enough to ignore laws and rules. The rule is that in order for your dog to be licensed in Brownston, they have to have shots. Hang on. Let me finish. I'm not a member of the legislature. If I wanted to run for the legislature, I would have done that. I still could, I suppose. I'm not too old to do that. I don't make up my own rules here. I don't know what I got to do to make you understand me.
What about the license?
1 out of 2.
I tried.
Listen.
He cannot have the shot.
Listen.
He will die.
Listen.
I have the proof of for it. You cannot have the show. I was not negligent. I have been trying. I don't know what else to do other than kill him.
Nobody wants your dog to
Well,
die.
if you vaccinated him, he's pretty much dead. You ought to see what he went through.
Listen,
I thought I had to put him down before. We made it.
Listen.
The doctors are recommending for me not to do it.
Come on. It is a criminal violation for a dog.
Here's the bottom line. No rabies vaccine means no dog license, plain and simple. The judge isn't being cruel. He's just following the law. But what happens when cold legal rules clash with heartfelt compassion?
Of not to be licensed. Period. Listen. It is a criminal violation for a dog not to be licensed. In order for a dog to be licensed, the dog has to have its shots. It has to, hang on, let me finish, please. It has to be vaccinated. Now, what you're saying to me is, be a god, be a king, and just say the hell with their ordinance. That they don't. You can overrule their ordinance and say it's whether you want to say it's unconstitutional or I'm not going to enforce it. That's not what judges do.
John,
I want you to listen to me for a second. That's what you want me to do. I can't do that. The dog, if we're going to have a big hearing about with experts and say that this dog is going to die, you're going to have to bring him on what? You're going to have to bring him the doctor. The vet, I presume you have that from, right? You have that from a vet?
Yeah, you have the left.
Just so you know, Mr. Adams, I don't read things that are sent to me unless they're sent to the other side. I don't know if this was sent to the prosecutor or not. She's not. Well, Emily talked to me about this, and I was not real enthused about the fact that this had been going on without me having knowledge of it for several months. When I told you to have the dog licensed, I know I gave you a date here. House record within 30 days, and that means by May the 4th, and this wasn't brought to my attention until early July, so I don't want to air dirty laundry, but I was not enthused that order had been not complied with, and nobody told me about it until 2.5 weeks ago, at which time I told them immediately set it for hearing. Ms. Foley Carter, your name? Have you seen any of this documentation?
Emily presented to me, and he has been, Mr. Adams has been talking to Justin Donowski, the Director of Public Works, who is in the courtroom. Mr. Donowski has been in contact with the state. The state reiterated our position that there are no exceptions or exemptions to activate the test.
Say that again. I want to make sure I heard that correctly.
The state confirmed our position that there are no exemptions or exceptions to not do the rabies vaccination for the equipment.
You of all people who've had your dogs running all over the township, you and your wife, I'm telling you, this is like take the dog large cases I've had, and I don't care what the township's done with them. They pled some to civil infractions, they dismissed others. I've had more dog cases with you and your wife in here than any 4,000 people times 10. And I'm supposed to let this dog run around and bite somebody? You know, people fight, dogs bite.
He's passed the test. The tiger doesn't get the antibodies. That's what my attorney was telling me. Bobby was in here saying, hey, let's get the tiger's test. That was the whole, he was standing right here. We all talked about the tiger's test. He said, he's getting the tiger's test to make sure he has the antibodies. He can't get rabies. He has the antibodies. And as far as Kansas State, where this was done, he issued the license.
All I know is that the stipulated plea agreement.
You can't amend this and try to fix it for a remedy?
Fix it for a remedy. What? Ignore the Brownstown law?
106 years old. They didn't have this technology 106 years ago. That
then you can. I can't just declare this unconstitutional.
It's not. If you pass the test, I think you'd be good. I'm not the only one that has this issue.
I've never heard from anybody else. I've been here for 31 years.
That's what they tell you. You know, they want to do it. They want the vaccine.
You guys signed. Hang on. I was a little shocked by that too with your lawyer, if you don't mind me saying. He's bringing up something at the time of the plea, and you guys signed a plea agreement saying, let me just pull it out here, I don't want to misquote it, must register and obtain licenses for all animals in the home within 30 days.
Here's the bottom line. No rabies vaccine means no dog license, plain and simple. The judge isn't being cruel. He's just following the law. But what happens when cold legal rules clash with heartfelt compassion?
That's a part and part. I ordered that. You're not obtaining a license. They're not given a license. I don't know if the township hasn't even been in existence for 106 years.
She quoted on here that it was the law from 1919.
It could be by statute, but it's not the ordinance. So they haven't been in existence that long.
For the state.
How long's the township been in existence?
Not that long. I think he's talking about the dog law.
The dog law that 1919.
It's a statute. Sir.
I want to do the right thing. I've been trying.
I'm going to let you appeal this.
I can't.
I'm going to let you appeal this. You can appeal this. You can take this up to the circuit court and then to the Court of Appeals and if need be to the Supreme Court.
Somebody needs to do it.
Do it. I am not about to carve out an exception for you or anybody else or myself. No, I'm not going to argue with you. You want to get your lawyer here and you want to contest this, you feel free. I'll give you an opportunity. I'll adjourn it a week. But my patience is running thin because I have been told, I was not told about this, so I promise you this would not have lingered this long.
I kept in touch with them.
She told me.
You know, I wasn't supposed to come in and touch them.
She told me.
I would just stop by and talk.
She told me.
So I'm trying to do it. I really am. And this is not.
Have you seen this report that he has?
It's not a replacement for the rabies vaccination.
They say it is.
It's the or not.
I mean, the Kansas, they're the ones that do all of it.
She's saying, did you hear what she just said? The state isn't saying it is, the township isn't saying it is. So, nobody wants your dog to die, Mr. Adams.
He's got a really good chance now.
Bring in the vet. I want to talk to this vet. You bring in your vet, and you bring in your lawyer. Okay? I'm going to have some questions for him. She's going to have some questions for him. I cannot just allow a dog to run around that could create rabies, especially with the history that you and your wife have with letting dogs run around. I mean, if you want to buy every house in the township in your subdivision and get them to rezone it and let you build a park with a fence about it, you can run your dogs all over the place. But this is ridiculous. I'm not negotiating. You do what you want to do, but I cannot. I don't think you're understanding. I cannot and will not ignore laws. Good judges don't do that. I don't write my own laws up here. I never have it. I'm not starting today. I can't just say, forget the township. It's okay for me to allow you to illegally own this dog and not have it licensed in accordance with their ordinances or the state statutes. I can't do that. No decent judge in the country will do that. Well, I'm telling you what it is. I'm just telling you.
You understand that was not my intention doing it. I am trying.
Nobody said it you weren't trying. She's told me you were trying.
And then
listen, I'm going to adjourn it. You have to understand, I'm going to tell you one last time. I can't imagine what a vet is going to be able to tell me. Where I'm going to say, yes, you can disregard their ordinances. I mean, anybody who knows me knows I would never say, yeah, it's okay if you illegally own this dog. Did you hear what I said? No, I don't have that kind of power. I'm not a king. We have 3 branches of government. All of a sudden in this country, we got all kinds of people that think they have all kinds of power beyond what they have. I'm not one of them. I have the power to adjudicate, interpret, and make decisions in accordance with the law. I took an oath with that, and I'm not breaking it. Tell me when you can get your vet here. If you want to go make a call and find out when your vet's available, I'll ask them to come in a separate day so I can accommodate them. And you can get whoever lawyers you want and bring them in, and we'll all have a nice little conversation. But I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, my saying you don't have to comply with an ordinance, I can't imagine what I'm going to have to do. So if that's what you think it is, you might want to save yourself some time and money and just make up your mind. I'm going to appeal the judge's decision. I don't agree with him. It's okay. You're not going to be the first one, by the way, Mr. Adams, that's disagreed with me. I've been doing this for 31 years, and I have people disagree with me frequently. It's okay. You can all have the right to disagree. I just know when I go home every night, I can look in the mirror. Did you hear what I just said? I can go look in the mirror, and that's all I've ever asked myself. Sure.
You were much. Get your dog vaccinated.
I wouldn't buy a dog if I couldn't get the dog vaccinated. Pardon?
See,
whether it's a rescue dog or otherwise, I am not big enough in my mind to ignore laws. If I start ignoring laws, I got no business doing what I did. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You can run for the township board, get them to change the ordinance. You can do that down the road. Or you can run for the legislature, get them to change the state statute. But judges don't legislate from the bench. Good judges don't make up their own rules. There's a lot of things I've disagreed with in my career here that I've seen on the books and ordinances and statutes. Nobody knew. I mean, sometimes I get a little lippy because I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but I try not to say what I disagree with when I disagree with the law because it's not my function. But either way, whether I agree with it or disagree with it, I found it. So I have no problem. Go call your vet, call your lawyer, and but you're asking me again. I just can't make you understand this enough. I cannot say that it's okay for you to violate laws because I don't like the law. It's not okay. And how can I make exceptions?
Now it's your turn to weigh in. If your vet warned the vaccine could kill your dog, but the law demanded it, what would you do? Obey the rules, battle it out in court, or push to change the system? Sound off in the comments.
Really not. In situation,
you bring your vet. I'm giving you the opportunity to bring your vet, bring your lawyer. Go call them and tell me what day, and I'll try to work with you. Okay? Thanks. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. You understand all your rights, correct? And you understand that if you committed a crime, you could get 90 days. And you also understand that this is deemed to be just a technical violation and you can only get 5, right? So, you know all your rights, right? I'm entering a not guilty plea. When's the vet available?
Well, we're going to shoot you for, based on your guys' calendars. Bobby won't be here till the 2nd afternoon, so the day of the 2nd in the afternoon.
Hang on.
Or the 3rd. You get any time during the 3rd, August 3rd.
Well, they got to make sure I'm here.
That's a weekend.
2nd is a Saturday. Sunday.
August 2nd?
Yeah, it's a Saturday. Yeah. And then the 3rd's a Sunday.
It was that. This on this calendar. It's that Wednesday. Am I calling?
But you're bringing your vet, right? That's what I want to hear.
Yes.
August what?
So what is it?
It's a Monday.
August 4th is on Friday.
Yeah.
What about the what is good for that? If he gets back up.
I'll do the 4th.
Can you do it in the morning?
I don't care. Lisa, so I'm going to set it for August 4th at what time? You think I can do? Can we do it at 8? You want to do it at 8:30?
You have landlord tenant that morning.
I know. We'll do it at 8:30. August 4th at 8:30. And they'll just have to, tell your lawyer or you bet I need him here at 8:30 because we're going to start at 8:30, okay? All right, personal bond. Good luck. Notice down the hall. Thank you.